Okay. Hello guys, what's up? It's Marcus Hupenbecker on Facebook Live. I want to fresh out now. I want to talk about the stimulus check, Donald Trump, and what's up in WWE. Now, we're going to start off with the WWE first. I've been a huge fan of wrestling for a long time. I stopped watching it because I just stopped watching it, got bored of it. I watch the highlights every once in a while. But just want to make one thing abundantly clear. I want Roman Reigns back. Roman Reigns is the man. He's the guy that, not too many people really like, to be quite honest, because of how he calls the ring his yard, and he's going to defend it no matter what. And I like to see him go from there to WWE Championship match in the near future. Drew McIntyre, I really like him being champion right now. A full-time champion. Hey Carlos, a full-time champion. We need a full-time champion again. Not some idiotic part-time Brock Lesnar taking up TV time and not letting the younger guys get another shot. The only reason why they kept Brock Lesnar is because Vince McMahon is scared to let go of Brock Lesnar. Because Brock Lesnar will destroy Vince McMahon if Vince McMahon tells him to leave. If Vince McMahon is scared of Brock Lesnar. Stephanie McMahon and her brother Shane are not big fans of Brock Lesnar. They know what Brock Lesnar is capable of. Brock Lesnar put his hands on Shane McMahon and laid him out. And then he laid out Stephanie McMahon back in the Attitude Era in the early 2000s. When Brock Lesnar was on Raw. Hey Mike. When Brock Lesnar was on SmackDown back in the day when Eric Bischoff was still the general manager and Paul Heyman was managing Brock Lesnar's career in the beginning of it. We need to get rid of the older guys. We need the younger guys coming in and taking over. Guys like the Big Show need to go. Edge needs to go. Rey Mysterio needs to go. You know what I'm saying? Triple H left. He no longer gets back in the ring anymore. My hat goes off to The Undertaker. After 30 years, he retired on his own terms. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's one of the greatest of all time. The only superstar in professional wrestling history with most wins at pay-per-views. Hey, Amanda, at pay-per-view events. He only lost one pay-per-view event match, two, to Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar. At different times, obviously. The current product in WWE today. Yeah, he needs to get out of there, but he's got a lot left in the tank. Edge needs to go. Edge should never came back. Edge thinks he can beat Randy Orton, but we'll see what happens. Basically, what I'm saying is this. I want the younger guys to come out and do, just like in politics, when they get rid of these old people that have been in there for too long, and then they give up a seat to the younger generation. And the reason why they're not going to do it is because they think that everything will be okay if they're there. But after so long of being in the Senate, being in the president's administration, it can get tiring, it can get stressful, it can get long, it can get beat up. And we need those dudes out of there sooner than later. I can't stand that. And I'm just summing it up real quick. Trump needs to get out of office. We need not Biden, no, but somebody else, younger than 65. Let's put it that way, because we need younger people help run this country. They're the future. The future is bright for them. We need to get them out of there. But another thing, I did not mention this in the caption. Yeah, because the ratings were down before he got there. Because they had really crappy matches. they had really crappy pay-per-views, and they're using the same superstars for each pay-per-view, each match. They need to stop doing that. They had no flavor, so they brought Edge back for ratings because Edge is only there for ratings. You're right, Carlos, but the thing of it is, they need to really use more talent. You got a whole roster in the back there that needs TV time. That they're not doing that. They're not. That's why a lot of them are going to AEW and other such wrestling promotions. Like it just doesn't make any sense to me. But anyway, yeah. See all this. I want to talk about racism real quick before I go into the stimulus check thing. Basically, we need to stop fighting each other over racism, over this social distancing crap. The whole Black Lives Matter movement is just a slogan for, in my opinion, for just to say that you're taking a black man's life. What are you trying to prove? That all black people are mean, rude, cruel. It's not the color of the skin that makes the person. It's the blood that makes the person. All right, yeah. They consider most black African American people as thugs, hoodlums, people that could pre-expose fear of white people, you know. And to be fair, a lot of people say that African American people are mostly provoked by white people. That's not true. You know, the white people are not at fault for this. Neither are the blacks. We need to just forget about the pettiness and just get over yourselves. These shootings, these people getting beat up at stores just because they're black, just because they're white, doesn't solve anything.
Okay.
All right, doesn't solve anything. It just makes matters worse. If we took the time to realize the whole situation, we would better understand why we need better police force. Because some of these shootings and killings are just uncalled for, they're unnecessary. They're not part of what we call life. What happened to this nation? This nation is so stressed with the virus going on that we're taking our eyes off the ball. We need to focus on the next few months coming up. November 4th, Election Day. Vote. Go out there and vote. Register to vote. We don't need Trump back in office again, in my opinion. I don't want Trump back in office. And whoever views this video after I'm done, if you choose to block me off Facebook for saying that, by all means, go ahead. I don't care. I really don't care for the dude. Yep. I really don't care for the dude. You know, I'm not about making personal issues about politics. Because I have a lot of friends on my Facebook that did vote for Trump. And I just don't think that, in my opinion, he needs to go. I mean, I'm not going to argue about it. If you choose to delete me and block me off Facebook because of what I'm saying about Trump, go ahead. I don't care. I have better things to worry about. I have better things to worry about than letting political views get in the way of a long-time friendship. Yeah. I just got your text message, Carlos. Yeah. He needs to. He's younger. Matter of fact, by the end of the year, I found out that Aleister Black is supposed to be fighting for a big-time championship later on. And, yeah. So I hope that happens. But anyways, I don't really care about him because I know for a fact that one day it can happen. He could get reelected, which a lot of people want him to be reelected. There's a lot of people that don't. And it's not just the black people, by the way. It's everybody. There's a lot of people that don't want that man to get reelected. But the only way that can save him is if he doesn't have a stimulus check. If he doesn't have a stimulus check, then his numbers will go back up, and his chances of being possibly reelected will go back up too. You know, and a lot of people don't want Biden in office if he were to beat Trump in the polls. Right now, Trump right now is actually winning. No, not Trump. Excuse me. Biden is kicking Trump's ass in the polls right now, and Trump needs to focus on possibly getting reelected. I know a lot of my friends, like I said before, a lot of my friends are voting for the dude. I didn't vote for him or Hillary, and to me, he's not appealing to me. You know, he has his ways about stuff, and I don't respect it. But other than that, let's talk about the stimulus check. I've been hearing a lot about the second stimulus check a while. I've been reading and watching videos posted by people that think and believe what could go about the right way of the stimulus check. Basically, there's a few changes to it I read about online. A lot of us, only a few people will be getting it. I also heard in the thing where possibly where most essential workers are getting a pay raise. That'd be cool in the package. Going out to small businesses, getting loans and grants for all the hard work they do. And we get a lot of hard-working people out there. You know, we got a lot of people out there that work hard, and they have no job right now, and when they're fighting off their finances just to survive. That's why it's a good time to save and invest in your money and stock up, because who knows, one day you may not have a job and you have money on the side for important real life situational things, and you should just take advantage of that. You know, don't be an idiot like me and just impulsively spend money. Just save it, because you never know. What if you have a problem with your car and you had to get to work and you had the money to afford to get your car fixed, you know, and you're stuck and not going to work, and then your boss gets mad and you get fired or whatever. I don't want that to happen to nobody. You know, getting work out here is very tough. The job market's very tough to come by. It's real tough to come by, and it's just something that people need to realize, that, you know, the job market's tough, times are tough, people are trying to stay afloat, you know what I'm saying, and we just need to focus on getting this economy back together and getting this virus out of the way. This virus is downing a lot of people's time. This virus is killing a lot of people's mood. It's making people fight all the time, argue, they're stressed. They're not going to work. They're not making any money. A couple of people actually became homeless because of this. And we need to stop this crap. We need to put our pettiness aside and come together as a nation, because color don't make skin. Blood makes skin. We all are shedding the same blood. You know, I'm going to use a biblical term. Jesus did not die on the cross for himself. He died on the cross for everyone's sins, because he loved all of us. Read John 3:16, the best Bible verse in the entire Bible, the book of John. Although I don't read the Bible that much, but I do notice that there's a few of my friends that are going to church. Well, a lot of my friends are going to church and keeping God in their prayers. We need to pray for those. Speaking of church and prayers, I need to make a shout out to somebody. I'm not going to say the person's name, but recently I found out that they're going through a tough time right now, and I like to publicly say that I'm praying for this individual. I'm not saying the name out of respect, and hopefully something good comes their way. I'm saying it in a respectful, professional manner, and I told them to keep me updated. I'm not going to say what happened out of respect. I want to stress that to the extent, you know, they I've been friends with them for a long time, and they're just going through a rough patch right now. And I told this individual I'll be there for them if they need anything. And but other than that, we need to focus on the election. Get McCollum out of there. Get Nancy Pelosi out of there. Most importantly, in my opinion, I don't care what anybody says, get Trump out of there. I'm getting tired of seeing his orange face. We'll see what happens in November. And if I get it, and just the thing, if I get a text message after I post this video about my comments about Trump, let's just forget about political separation of thought. This is bigger than making things personal. This is the future of the country. This is the future of the country. We need the future of the country is in jeopardy. You know, we lost a lot of jobs. Barely anybody's working. Get a lot of people sitting at home wondering if they're going to get a paycheck, if they're going to be able to put food on the table for their families. I'm very blessed to say that I have a job still. You know, I'm very blessed that I can go to work and do what I need to do for 8 hours and then go back home and just relax. You know what I'm saying? I don't look at it as if it's a bad thing. I look at it as this. I just see it as this. I see it as a place to do your job, go there, bust your tail, and then, you know, just live life. Live life the way you want to live it. Don't put yourself in a situation you can't get out of. You know, it's something that you need to consider. We have a lot of people right now, like I said, that are out of work, and they're getting upset, they're getting stressed, they're getting mad, they're feeling different feelings about the situation, and I find it kind of wrong that they're going about it that way. We'll see what happens in November. We'll see what happens in November. I think it's November 4th. You know, I just think that we need to be there for each other, pray for everyone's situation. There's always somebody going through something, and the stimulus check basically is just a way of saying that, you know, we are getting one, but we won't get it until the end of August probably. After my birthday. My birthday's in August and everything, not that far away and everything. And this country needs a leader, this country needs someone better. Someone younger. Not Biden younger. I mean, come on now. I don't mean to disrespect Biden or Trump like that, but we need people that are younger than 65, for God's sakes. You know, because these old timers, they don't want to give up their seat to the future. They're afraid of what the future may do, what may happen. Let's just vote for a better person in the Oval Office instead of the jerk we have in there right now.